by Louis Lowry.
Book chart by
The Giver's Crew.
The book is called The Giver. We are giving you the memory of these sweet treats called Oreos. Jonas, an 11-year-old, turning 12, and his life is going well. In his community, there are no colors. There is no choices. Everyone is assigned a role in the community. One day, on the day of the ceremony, he was very excited to get his assignment. Although he was excited, he was also nervous and anxious. When his friends, Asher and Fiona, get their assignments, he is very happy for them. After a lot of waiting, it's almost his turn. He is prepared and ready. But when it's supposed to be his turn, he was skipped. He thought it was just a mistake, but the ceremony continued. He felt pairs of eyes on him. He also felt ashamed, but what did he do wrong? Finally, the ceremony ended, but no one left. The chief elder apologized to the community and to Jonas for causing them distress. Jonas has not been assigned, she informed the crowd, and his heart sank. He has been selected to be our next receiver of merit.
The Giver movie trailer. The Giver was made into a movie. We would like to show you the movie trailer so that you can get an idea of what the movie is like. We hope you'll enjoy.
That's good.
Oh my gosh. Close it.
From great suffering, great pain, came a solution. Communities, where disorder became harmony.
The way things look and the way things are very different.
What do you think would happen if you skipped your morning injection?
I cannot prepare you for what's going to happen.
There's something missing from our lives. Something that has been stolen.
When people have the freedom to choose, they choose wrong.
About the author. Louis Lowry, born Louis Ann Harrisburg on March 20th, 1937, is an American writer credited with more than 30 children's books and non-biographies. He has won 2 Newbery Medals for The Number of the Star in 1990 and The Giver in 1994. The Giver in 1992, Gathering Blue in 2000, Messenger in 2004, and Sun in 2012.
For our project, we are doing a play of the Ceremony of 12. We also made a poster for Jonas and find out why you need to read this book.
For the characters is this section, and theme we thought was pretty good, a 10 out of 10, and this is main idea, and the darker side was the color.
Thanks for watching.
Welcome to the final ceremony, the Ceremony of 12. This is a time when we acknowledge They have determined your futures. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 1, Madeline. You have earned your assignment as fish hatchery attendant. Congratulations. Number 2, Anger. You have earned your assignment as a well-taken care of birth mother. Congratulations. Number 3, Isaac. Your assignment will be the instructor of sixes. The sixer would be glad to. Thank you for your child. Number 4, Asher. All of us in the community know and enjoy Asher. When the committee began to consider Asher's assignment, there were possibilities that were immediately discarded. Some that would clearly not have been right for Asher. For example, we didn't consider for an instant designating Asher as an instructor of grade, so in fact, we even gave a thought to someone who had been Asher's instructor of grade so long ago. At the meeting where Asher was discussed, we retold many stories that we all remembered from his days of language acquisition, especially the difference between snack and smack. Remember Asher? For a while, we had a silent Asher, but he learned. When he began to talk again, it was with greater precision, and now his lapses are very few. His corrections and apologies are very prompt, and his good humor is unfailing. Asher, we have given you the assignment as Assistant Director of Recreation. Asher, we thank you for your child.
The assignments continued, and Jonas watched and listened, relieved by the wonderful assignment his best friend had been given. But he was more and more apprehensive as his own approached. Now, the two 12s in a row ahead of him had all received their badges. They were fingering them as they sat, and Jonas knew that each one was thinking about the training that lay ahead. For some, one studious male had been selected as a doctor, and a female as an engineer, and another for law and justice. It would be years of hard work to study. Others, like laborers and birthmothers, would have such short training periods.
Number 18, Fiona. You will be given the important assignment of caretaker of Leo. Fiona, thank you for your time.
Jonas prepared himself to walk to the stage when the applause ended, and the chief elder picked up the next word and looked down to the group to call forward the next new 12. He was calm now, but his turn had come. He took a deep breath and smothered his hair with his hand.
Number 20, Peter.
He heard her voice say clearly. Pierre, she skipped me. Jonas got stunned. No, he had heard wrong. There was a sudden hush in the crowd, and he knew that in the entire community realized that the chief elder had moved from 18 to 20, leaving a gap. On his right, Pierre, with a startled look, rose from his seat and moved to the stage. The audience was clearly ill at ease. They applauded at the final assembly. The applause was peaceful, no longer a crescendo of united enthusiasm. There were murmurs of confusion. Jonas moved his hands together, clapping, but it was an automatic, meaningless gesture he wasn't even aware of. His mind had shut out of the earlier emotions, the occupation, excitement, pride, and even the happy kinship with his friends. Now he felt humiliated and terror.
I know that you are all concerned. You feel that I have made a mistake. I may have caused you anxiety. I apologize to my community. Jonas, I apologize to you in particular. I have caused you anguish. Please come to the stage now. Jonas, has not been assigned. Jonas has been selected to be our next receiver of memory. Such a selection is very, very rare. Our community only has one receiver. It is he who is trained as his successor. We haven't had our current receiver in a very long time. We failed our last selection. It was 10 years ago, when Jonas was just a little toddler. I will not dwell on the experience because it causes us all terrible discomfort. We have not been hasty this time. We could not afford another failure. The receiver in training cannot be modified. That's stated quite clearly in the rules. He is to be alone and apart, while he is prepared by the current receiver of memory for the job which is the most honored in our community.
Alone, apart, Jonas, listen to this.
Therefore, the selection must be sound. It must be an anonymous choice by the committee. They can have no doubts, however fleeting. Jonas was identified as a possible receiver of memory many years ago. He was shown all the qualities that a receiver of memory must have: intelligence, integrity, and courage. Jonas, the training will require pain, physical pain, but we know that you are brave.
You do not feel brave enough. Not yet.
We are convinced that Jonas has the ability to acquire wisdom. That is what we are looking for. Finally, the receiver of memory must have one more quality, which is I can only name but not describe. I do not understand it. You members of the community do not understand it either. Perhaps Jonas will, because our current receiver of memory said that Jonas already has this quality. He calls it the capacity to see beyond.
The chief elder looked at Jonas with the question in their eyes. The audience watched him too. They were silent for a moment. The moment he froze, consumed with despair. He didn't have it. He didn't have it. But whatever she had said, he didn't know what it was. Now, the moment when he would have to confess, to say, no, I don't, I can't, to throw himself on their mercy, ask their forgiveness, to explain that he had been wrongly chosen, that he was not the right one at all. But when he looked out across the crowd to see the faces, the thing happened again. The thing that had happened with the apple, they changed. It blinked and it was gone.
I think it's true. I do not understand it. I do not know what it is, but sometimes I see something, and maybe it's beyond. Jonas, you will be trained to be our next receiver of memory. We thank you for your job.
Hey guys, I'm Cal, and I'm the boss of this trio. This here's Bo.
Hey, I'm the second in line.
What? Whatever. This here's Buddy.
I'm Buddy, and I'm the one who stole it.
Are you crazy? We don't know these people.
We're wasting our time here. Let's get back to the robbery, the delivery.
Hey Bo, remember this is just like that movie we watched last night. I think it was called Home Alone.
Oh yeah, I hope there isn't some stupid kid out.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm Casey. I live in house number 87, a lot of School. Today, I came home to get my nasal spray. Something was wrong, and I knew somebody was in the house. But it wasn't my mom, Eve, my dad, Ken, my brother, Jeff, or my sister, Jody. It was someone else. Unfortunately, I was right. Those three Nimrods you just saw were in my house trying to take our stuff. I should have taken Mrs. Banducci's warning that there's an unknown truck in our driveway.
My name is Carrie Banducci. That's Mrs. Banducci to you. I've been living on the street since my son bought me this house. I knew that truck out there was suspicious. I knew it. If only the girl would have listened.
Hey Bo, we need blankets to cover this piano. Get upstairs and get some blankets.
Fine. Why is it always me?
You shut up and do it.
Hey guys, we got a little problem up here.
Just leave it. The sooner you get those blankets, the sooner we can get out of this place.
Should I kill her?
Kill who?
This girl.
Girl, why you kill? This scene is not appropriate for school.
Get her out of here. Come on, let's go.
He pulled a wicked-looking knife out of his belt and cut off a length of cloth knife. I yelped when he tightened the rope around my wrist. It hurts, I protested, but he didn't loosen it. Tough, he said. Get used to it. He was close enough to me so I could smell him more than before. An acrid, sour smell of nervous sweat. Come on, Bo, one of the others shouted, and he gave me a threatening look as he wound the rest of the rope around a table leg, so it and the chair and I were secured together. Don't try anything or you'll get hurt, he threatened before he left me there. I didn't have any confidence that I wouldn't be hurt, no matter how cooperative I was. From where I sat, I could see the broken glass in a window over the sink, confirming my guess about where they'd broken in. The table wasn't heavy. I could have dragged it toward the sliding doors, onto the rear deck. But then what? I couldn't get loose to be free of the chair, and I couldn't get untied. For a person who'd read so many adventure stories about people who rescued themselves from dangerous situations, I was doing a terrible job of coming up with any kind of solution to my own mess. The rope was digging into my wrist, and I wondered how quickly the circulation would be cut off enough to do real damage. Tentatively, I tried to slide my chair across the vinyl floor. It made a horrible screeching sound, and I stopped, heart pounding, afraid Bo would hear it and come back. For a moment or two, I heard their voices, and then I figured they'd gone out the front door and were either too far away or were being quiet to avoid attracting attention. It was very quiet in the house. I tried to control the hammering of my heart, tried again to think clearly. There must be something I could do that would help. A shadowy movement at the sliding door that opened onto the back deck brought my head around so fast that my neck cracked painfully. There was a figure out there, small and in flowered dress. The woman pressed her face against the glass, her hands up on each side so she could peer into the kitchen more easily. Mrs. Banducci.
This part of my adventure was very suspenseful and scary.
We hoped that this part of the adventure would scare the pants off Casey, but it didn't.
Don't worry, Casey will get out alive.
Or will she? Read Hostage by Willow Davis Roberts to find out. We all give it a 9 out of 10 because it was really suspenseful and it was a great book, but we think it could have been just a little bit longer.
The Giver by Lewis Larry. Book talk by Tom, Nora, Chris, and Sarah. Characters. Jonas is the main character. Giver is also the main character. Asher, Jonas' friend. Fiona, also Jonas' friend. Jonas' father. Lily is Jonas' sister. And Jonas' mother. And Gabe, who's also the main character. At page 83.
Jonas felt nothing unusual at first. He felt only the light touch of the old man's hand on his back. He tried to relax, but his head tentatively. The room was absolutely silent. For a moment, Jonas feared that he might disperse himself now. On the first day of his training while falling asleep. Then he shifted. He realized that the touch of the hand felt suddenly cold. At the same instant, breathing in, he felt the air change, and his very breath was cold. He licked his lips, and in doing so, his tongue touched the suddenly changed air. He was very startled, but he was not at all frightened. Now he was filled with energy, and he could breathe. He feel the sharp intake of the air. Now he could feel the cold air swirling around his entire body. He felt it blowing his feet and floated, where he lay at his sides, and over his back. The touch of the man's hands seemed to have disappeared. Now he became aware of the entirely new sensation. Pintricks. Nobody was even soft in the belt pain. Tiny holes called upon. They disappeared from the emergency instantly, but he caught another and another. The sensation made him smile. He chose his package because it was the first time Jonas got memory, and he was confused because he didn't know where the peg was.
Summary. Jonas is a normal kid and lives in a world with too many rules. When the ceremony of 12 comes up, he is nervous. The ceremonies are when the elders appoint kids with jobs. Jonas is selected to be the next receiver of memory. The chief elder says this job is dangerous and tricky, but Jonas works hard and achieves his goal as a receiver of memory.
Short film. We made this to show you how some of the scenes worked.
I'm going to give you a memory. A memory of what? A memory of war.
What?
A memory of war. How did that make you feel? Confused and stressed. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have given you that memory. Hey, what are you guys doing? We're just playing a game of war. Oh, can I join? Sure. Hey, isn't this kind of pointless? No. Why? Then why do you do it? Because it's fun. Yeah, but still, I don't think that's a very good idea. So bye.
And then we have like, okay, so bloopers are like things that we were attempting to do it, but it didn't really work. So here's like 3 of them. They're really short. Come on.
Wait, there's a next show.
Here's another. If you want to. Yeah. Open.
This shows the last one.
Yeah. Stick it down. Let's see if the third one works. That's weird. Because they're supposed to work. Well, we've got them saved over there, so we'll show you guys later. No. Okay.
Connections. We thought this book reminded us of our imperfect world. We think that we are lucky to live in such an imperfect world. And imperfection is our perfection. By Willow Davis Roberts.
Casey, the main character, moves to Lofty Cedar Estate. She has this very nosy neighbor named Mrs. Banducci. Casey has an allergy and goes home for a medicine but gets kidnapped by robbers Bo, Cow, and Bunny. Mrs. Banducci is also kidnapped. The robbers take all the stolen stuff along with their hostages to an abandoned farm. The main setting are a town in a rural area a couple miles off the freeway. We picked our favorite part from the whole book and we're going to do a playthrough. This scene is when the hostages are trapped in a truck and the robbers are coming to attack them. Then Casey scores Bo Gus in the eye with glue.
It's the robber! It's the police!
No!
Stop right now.
Casey gets kidnapped. She's at the school and had to come home because of an allergy attack. Finds out that her house is being robbed. Right now, Casey is in the house alone.
Something strange was going on, and I couldn't imagine what it was. I stepped into the door of Mom and Dad's bathroom and saw that the medicine cabinet door was open, and a couple of prescription bottles had fallen out into the twin sinks. I didn't use much in the way of pills or remedies for small illnesses, so the rest of the stuff was still there. Shaving cream, deodorant, shampoo, and mousse. I think it was right about then that the hair started to stand up on the back of my neck. Somebody, not in the family, had been in our house since we left that morning. I turned back to my parents' bedroom, looking for the phone. I'd call Mom. She was more likely to be where I could reach her immediately than Dad was. He had to be out and moving around the high school most of the day. But there was no phone. It had been unplugged from the hallway and taken away. My heart began to beat more loudly, so I could hear it in my ears. And there was a stranger, frightened feeling creeping over me like bugs over a dead squirrel. Downstairs, I heard a door close. For a few seconds, I didn't think that I could breathe or move. I forgot that I just had an allergy attack and that I was supposed to go back to school. I forgot everything except that I was alone in the house with someone that had no right to be there. Casey is trying to figure out a plan to get help when one of the robbers comes up to where she is.
Blankets. All the blankets were up here. I was around the corner from them, so I quickly stood up and headed for the nearest open doorway. No, not a bedroom. This was where they come, unless I hid in the closet. I ducked into Mom and Dad's room, running across the carpet and sliding open the mirrored doors. They made a little sound as I squeezed inside and closed them behind me, praying again. Please, God, please, don't let them catch me or hear me. I was wheezing as if I'd been running hard.
I wouldn't even be able to hear the thief enter the room if he hadn't been grumbling about being the one to fetch the blankets. I waited after the grumbling stopped, wondering if it was safe to come out yet. Finally, very slowly, I slid open the door and emerged. The blanket had been under it, leaving sheets trailing on the floor.
Forcing myself to breathe slowly, as normally as possible, I made my way out into the hall. I turned toward the stairs, hoping they'd all go outside at the same time to load things, so I could run for the kitchen door into the backyard. The voice behind me was unexpected, as was the rough hand that slammed me against a wall, bruising my arm. "Hey guys," the voice said, "we got a little problem up here." We liked those passages and chose them because those are the parts that lead into the main part of the story.
This book reminds us of how many kids and adults get hurt and kidnapped a year.
We would rate this book 9.5 out of 10 because the last part could have been a little bit more exciting, but other than that, it was awesome. We would recommend this book to anyone who likes adventures and cliffhanger books.
So, if you like that type of book, Hostage is for you.
The author is Willa Davis Roberts. Willa Davis Roberts, May 29th, 1928 to November 19th, 2004. Willa Davis Roberts is the author of 11 hit children's books. If she wrote one more book, it would have been the 100th book. And that's the cover of the house. The setting was in lofty Cedar Estates, Casey's neighborhood, and that is probably the main setting. The plot of the story was mainly about how you had to have courage and how you need to show trust. After Miss Pantucci and Casey were held hostage, Bo, Cal, and Buddy, the ones who kidnapped them, were eventually arrested. So that's a picture of the handcuffs on hand, and that's just a criminal injury. And that's what goes on.
Book top 5, Lily, Josh, Sophia, Chris, Lucas, and Sally.
Attention. You are now about to enter another dimension.
Help, help, somebody get me out of here. You're gonna be fine. Come on. We're gonna die.
Stacy. I'm 12 years old and I live in Nebraska. My best friend is Arthur. I have a little brother named Brian.
Hi, I'm Arthur. I have 6 sisters. My best friend's Dan. I'm 12 and I live in Greenfield, Nebraska.
Hello, I'm Stacy. I'm Dan's crush, Arthur's sister, and I am 14 years old, living in Nebraska.
Others, Mom, Brian, Mrs. Smiley,
Civil defense. Got it.
I was feeling the sucking this time. It was like something trying to lift my body right up off the floor. Arthur felt it too. Mother of God, he crossed himself. We're going to die. 10 minutes more and that howling, shrieking tornado was upon us. The blanket, I screamed at Arthur's ear. He pulled it down from the countertop and we covered ourselves, our hands shaking wildly. I wasn't worrying about my mom, my dad, or Mrs. Smiley. Just us, Ryan and Arthur and me huddled together there on the floor. The roaring that started somewhere to the east, then came bearing down on us like 100 freight trains. Only that twister didn't move on. It stationed itself right overhead, making the loudest noise I'd ever heard, whining worse than any dread. There was a tremendous crack, and I felt the wall shudder behind us. I knew then that our
house was being ripped apart. Suddenly, chunks of ceiling were falling on our heads.
Ow!
We'd be buried with all I could think.
I lived. Let's go save people.
Beach, Dan's house, Arthur's house, Mrs. Simon's. Summary. Summary. Dan and Arthur are at the beach and the sky turns eerie green. They get worried and return home to watch TV. When the TV changes to a tornado line, Dan's mom gets worried about her dear friend, Mrs. Smiley, and tells Dan to get his baby brother Ryan and hurry to the basement. While they hide in the shower stall, a tornado damages the stairs, and they are worried about Dan's memory because she didn't come back. Then, when the tornado stops, it starts to rain, and Dan tries to find a way to get out of the bathroom with Ryan. Based on a true story.
Dan, Arthur, is that you?
Mom, is that you?
It's me, Stacy.
Stacy. Snap out of it. Oh!
Let me get Ryan out first.
Let's go find my mom. What? Stacy, are you okay?
Yeah,
That shutter really did some damage.
yeah, I'm fine.
We have to stop Dan. He can't find anything he doesn't want to see.
What if he found something sad?
Will Dan find his mom? Based on a true story. This website is where you can learn lots about the tornado, the 1980 disaster. The Grand Island tornadoes. A look back at June 3rd, 1980.
The following narrative is a summary of the Grand Island, Nebraska tornadoes of June 3rd, 1980. All but two pictures included in this account were provided by Dr. Roger W. of the University of California, Los Angeles. Dr. W's photos and graph are from 1980 and were used as the basis for assessing tornado paths, intensity, and research of this unique event.
You can learn more if you go to this website.
Other Ivy reputables. On the next few slides, you will see Knives and Twisters, No Way Out, A Pair of Casey Tucker, RobandSarah.com, In a Class by Yourself, Hunger Scream, Who Invited the Undertaker. Thanks. Ratings, 10 out of 10. Any questions?
Number of a Story by Louis Story. The book is about the Nazi invasion or the Holocaust.
The characters are Anne Marie, Ellen, Kirsty, Mama, Papa, Peter, and Uncle Henrik.
It is about a family involved with the Holocaust.
Now we will read our passages 1 to 2 on page 1. We'll read our summary and passages 1 to 2 on page 1 when Anne Marie wants to know Ellen. So I'll read this summary first. 10-year-old Anne Marie Johansson and her best friend Ellen Rosen often think about their life before the war. But it's now 1943 and their life in Copenhagen is filled with school and food storages, and the Nazis marching in their town. The Nazis won't stop. The Jews of Denmark are being relocated, so Ellen moves in with the Johansson and pretends to be part of the family. Then Anne Marie is asked to go to a dangerous mission. Somehow she must find the strength and courage to save her best friend's life. There's no turning back now. I'll race you to the corner, Ellen. Anne Marie adjusted the thick leather pack on her back so that her school books balanced evenly. Ready? She looked at her best friend. Ellen Ellen made a face. No, she said, laughing. You know I can't beat you. My legs aren't as long. Can't we just walk like civilized people? She was a stocky 10-year-old, unlike Linky and Ray. Louis Lowry wrote other books like The Giver, Summer to Die, and others.
Problem. The Rosses and the Mafia are taking the Jewish families away. Solution. Johansson's help the Rosses to be safe.
Number the Stars has a movie. Download it to our site. What did happen?
I tripped over a root and I broke my ankle. Here.
No, we need to go home and call the doctor.
No, I can't get up.
Yes, no, you can't.
No, I can't. Here, take
What
this.
is it?
Crispy apple, bread and cheese, and an envelope and a handkerchief. Take this to your Uncle Hendrik.
What's the handkerchief and envelope?
Nothing. Go now.
Halt! What are you doing so early in the dark?
I'm getting my Uncle Henrik his lunch. He's a fisherman.
Can't he just eat the fish?
No, he doesn't like fish, and plus, why would he eat it raw?
What is meat?
Crispy apple.
No meat?
No, all the Nazi soldiers have taken the meat for their meals.
What is this?
It's a handkerchief. For my Uncle Henrik.
Dog smelling it? Fine, go on.
Hi, Uncle Henrik.
Hello, Emily.
What's the handkerchief and envelope for?
I'll tell you a little about it.
And see. Read the book by Louis Lowry. Number the Stars.
Night of the Twisters by Ivy Ruckman.
Characters: Dan, Arthur, Dan's best friend. Ryan, Dan's baby brother. Stacy, Arthur's sister.
They're the Twisters by Ivy Ruckman. Dan also has a scary adventure. When their houses are destroyed by the Twisters and they don't know if their parents are alive, they panic.
Video.
Hit next format. Oh. You can't see it. I can't see it.
I'm gonna turn up some sounds, I think.
David, I can't see it.
That's good.
Whoa, that's gonna be.
Night of the Twisters
I think that's not that loud. A little loud. Not that loud. That's kind of loud.
Guys, we don't need comment.
Night of the Twisters by Ivy Ruckman. Dan and Arthur are in Dan's house when all of a sudden the power goes out and all they can see is blackness. Dan and friend Stacy run around Grand Island, Nebraska helping people. But will they survive?
You can't go. Here, back down to my level. Flashlight shattered to the floor and an open. He heard it next. Oh, he rolled.
broke until I couldn't get my breath. Then I began to hear noises. A chair slipping across the kitchen floor upstairs. Your mom's back, Harper said, pushing at my leg. I knew it wasn't my mother gave me the chair. The noises got worse. It seemed as if a big piece of furniture was moving around up there. Big, heavy things smashed into each other. A window popped. Crash! Another. Glass shattering everywhere. Right next to us, the laundry room. I pulled the towel down over Ryan's talking pipe. If he was still crying, I didn't know it because I was feeling something this time. It was like something was trying to move my body right off the floor, off of my feet. Mother of God! He crossed. We're going to die!
I thought that the book was good because the author put good detail and description in the book.
I thought it was good. It was realistic and enjoyable.
I think it could have been way better.
I thought that the book was interesting and detailed. I liked most of the books.
At first I didn't want to read the book